Okay, so we're moving on to performance task 2 for my third graders, English Language Arts Unit 4. Your directions are to choose either a fable, folktale, or a myth and write your own. You're going to brainstorm some ideas and complete a plan and organizer with the guidance of me, your teacher, group, peers, parents, or staff. And actually, we did this in class, so hopefully you have this already filled out. But if not, I'll go through it briefly. I am willing to take any one of these fable, folktale, myths, or you can choose any of these other ones from off of the chart. I think I might choose a, let me think. I think I'll choose a fable. So it's very short, has animals or bugs as the character that act like people as the characters. The setting is outside someplace. There's one problem, and it's usually having to do with some sort of a trickery. The solution ends with a lesson learned or a moral, and so now I have to think of what I'm going to do. Okay, so I decided to do a fable, make a very short story with animals acting like people, outside somewhere, some trickery, and an end lesson. So we'll see how well this works. I was going to choose a couple of my favorite animals, which is a cuttlefish and a feather starfish. So that's the feather starfish and that's the cuttlefish. Both are very cool animals. And so their setting is going to be in the coral reef, which is both of their natural habitat. The problem is they're trying to figure out who's better. And so the solution is going to be a contest. So again, you're just going to choose one of these 3 columns. You're going to fill it out with your own characters, setting, problem, and solution. So since I chose fable, you can see there's a graphic organizer for folktale, fable, and myth. But I chose fable, so I'm only going to fill out this one graphic organizer. For extra credit, you can do the other 2 stories, but I am only looking for one as it spells out here. You will brainstorm an idea and complete the planning. So you will choose either A. So either, the word either means you're only choosing one. So I chose fable, and then I'm going to work on my fable graphic organizer page right here, and I'm going to use this to help me. And so this kind of gives me more. So now I'm going to go ahead and build my story. Okay, so as I'm going through this, I think I'm going to title my story The Coral Reef King. But, you know, when you write a story, sometimes the title might change or some characteristics might change. So my non-human characters are the cuttlefish and the feather star, and neither of which are actual fish. And then human characters in the description, there's not going to be any human characters, but I'm going to put human qualities for each one, so the cuttlefish and the feather star. And then where the story will take place is in the coral reef. I'm still determining if I want to do like Australia or Hawaii. And then I'm going to give a problem to be solved, the solution, and the stuff that happens in the beginning, middle, and end, and also the moral of the story or the lesson learned. Okay, so again, I said it was in the coral reef. The problem is they're trying to find out who is going to be king. The solution is that there is a contest of talent. So sequence of events, I put in the beginning, both are friends until a new king of the reef has to be found. In the middle, both think they are better for the job, so they have a contest. And in the end, they realize that if they work together, the reef will be a better place. What is the moral of the story? If you work together rather than against one another, you will accomplish more and life will be happier. And that is the end of task 2.